What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial professional. Welcome to my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is AMC Entertainment. This finishes at $6.13 today. That is up 18.11%. So it's been 1 month since we last analyzed this stock when it was trading around $7. And back then, I said it looked like a pretty good entry. And unfortunately, the stock kept selling off. It hit the low of $5 yesterday. But today, we're getting some major momentum, major price action. And this was number 6 on StockTwits today. Had over 4,600 mentions. So once again, we're going to analyze it. So no company-specific news to justify this price action today. Just the overall markets looking very bullish today. Everything is mooning. Growth, memes, and value. But especially the memes. So this was probably a combination of a momentum pump and some shorts being squeezed out. So great day for this stock. And based on the technicals here, the stock still looks pretty bullish in the short and long terms. But we'll get to that in a second. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have a cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 505. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be $6.80, $8, $10, $11.30, $13.10, $24.70, or even $27.40. And longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle, where this has the potential to go all the way back up to the high of $72.60. Although I do believe the most realistic tops would be $6.80 or $8, but those are all bullish indicators that is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. We also have a possible head and shoulders forming. The first shoulder being back at around $6, the head being formed yesterday at $5, and now the second shoulder is forming again at around $6. So the inverse head and shoulders is currently a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock may break out to the upside. And then we have a double gap down. First gap down was back at $17.50. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to $17.50 to fill this gap. And the second gap down was back at $19.10. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to $19.10 to fill this gap. Down here on the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, the MACD line has crossed the signal line to the upside, and it looks like it's starting to pull away. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that it may be time to buy. Here we had a descending channel forming where the upper channel was at $4.90 and the lower channel was at $4. So if this broke $4.90 to the upside, that'd be bullish, and if this broke $4 to the downside, that'd be bearish. This did in fact break $4.90 to the upside. So the descending channel was and still currently is a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock may be due for a breakout. And in the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 605. So if this aftermarket action holds, that would be a bearish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow the stock will sell off. The RSI, the relative strength index, is currently at 46, so a little bit below average there. So according to the RSI, the current price of 613 should be a little bit higher. So the RSI is currently a neutral to slightly bullish indicator. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 630 and 610. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 630, 650, 680, 710, 740, 770, $8, $830, $860, $890, $925, $960, $985, $1040, $1090, $1130, $1160, $12, $1245, $1265, $1305, $1355, $1410, $1465, and then $15. There is resistance above $15, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 610, 585, 560, 535, 520, 410, 450, 425, $4, 370, 330, 295, 255, and then the low of 205. So right now at the current price, 613, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 985 to the upside, the channels start to open up and get wider, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 985 to the upside. And this did 40 million in volume today, which is below the average of 60 million. So this pump/squeeze today was not confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So it's been a really rough year for this stock, and really rough since it squeezed all the way to 70, but the stock is pretty much back at its true market value now, and it really can't get too much worse from here. Fundamentally, they're loaded with cash, they're not going to go bankrupt, and they did have better than expected earnings. So people are still going to the movies. Again, we have strong bullish indicators in the cup and handle, inverse head and shoulders, double gap down, MACD, and descending channel. We have one bearish indicator in the aftermarket action and one neutral indicator in the RSI. So technically, the chart does look really bullish in the short and long terms. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play to me. 613 isn't exactly the greatest entry. It's a pretty average entry, maybe a little bit above average entry, according to the RSI. But in the longer term, it should pay off pretty big. Again, this should eventually come back up to 1910 to fill the gap there. And from the current price of 613, that would be over a 210% upside potential. So massive upside potential here, possibly in the short term, but definitely in the longer term. And it's a bit difficult to predict how low this may go, but the next critical support would be at 560. So let's just call 560 the potential low here. And from the current price of 613, that would be about a 10% downside potential. So I would say going long at the current price, 613 would be a low risk, very high reward play. Definitely worth a shot in my opinion. Again, especially in the longer term. Massive upside potential here and not too much more downside potential. So I can't support going long at the current price, 613. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. But yeah, you really can't go too wrong here, buying in at the current price, 613 and lower. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that for all the same reasons that going long is a good play right now. Going short is a pretty bad play. Again, a lot of strong bullish indicators right now. This is a yearly low. You should have went short anywhere in the $20 range, all the way down to like $8. And here at 613, it's a bit too late to go short. You missed your chance, and you're probably going to get burned going short at this point. Again, this should eventually come back up to 1910 to fill the gap there, which would be about a 210% upside potential. And again, we have some critical support at 560, which would be about a 10% downside potential. So I would say going short at the current price, 613, would be a very high risk, low reward play. Doesn't make sense to go short here. You'd be shorting for crumbs and exposing yourself to a massive amount of upside risk. So if you want to go short, please do that at your own risk, but I really don't see why to go short here. Seems like a really bad idea. So I don't like the current entry of 613 on the short side, but I will say, if/when this does come back up to 1910 to fill the gap, then I think that would be a pretty good entry to start shorting this down. But it may be a while. So in summary, guys, the stock keeps getting beaten down, but this is starting to look like a really good buying opportunity. The current price, 613, not the greatest entry, but you really can't go too wrong here. Very average entry, and it should pay off pretty big in the longer term. So going long looks like a pretty decent buy right now, and really no reason to go short. You missed your chance, and you're probably going to get burned. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC Entertainment. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.